Springfield. The Eugene community will be obviously tuned into the football game, but Nick Cody has a comedy show that is going on in Springfield on Saturday that will be part of that event, the Spring Game Comedy Kickoff. What is going on with this? At the Ranchito Grill in Springfield. Nick Cody joining us live via satellite now. Nick, what is going on? 6:30 open mic sign up, 7:30 showtime. When is this?
Hey, John, thank you very much for having me on. So for everybody that's going to be in the Eugene Springfield area this weekend, I just want to invite them all to come out to Ranchito Grill, have some good food, enjoy some great laughs. We've got some open mic comedians. They're coming down from the Seattle area with me to tell you some jokes. And we've got the ability for people to sign up if they have any kind of talent. Doesn't matter if you could tell jokes or maybe you can eloquently recite the alphabet in burps. I don't know. But come up on stage, maybe sing a song. You get 5 minutes to perform, and we'll have some raffle items for people. If you perform, you get some free raffle tickets. It's going to be a good deal for everybody. And then Saturday, after the spring game, you guys will be able to head back to Ranchito Grill. I'll be there for a little meet and greet with some folks and do it all over again.
So is it Friday and Saturday at the Ranchito Grill in Springfield?
Friday night will be the comedy kickoff night, and then Saturday will just be kind of a little bit of after party after everything winds down over by Autzen Stadium.
I love that. Give me an idea, because people don't know, and you and I have been in touch over the years, but, you know, I've kind of kept apprised of your comedy career. You know, you talked about wanting to do it, you dabbled in it, you took a class in it, then you got on stage, then you started performing, now you're performing more regularly. Where are you at on this dream of, you know, you're headed to the big, you know, it won't be long, you'll be selling out an arena?
Well, see, I've actually been charting it out exactly. The month of April, this is actually, John, it's been 9 months and 18 days. So, like, my comedy baby is overdue here. I'm like, pretty sure I almost had my water break on stage the other day. I think I was just nervous and peed my pants a little bit. And it's a little more noticeable on stage than it was on the football field. So I just, you know, naturally just went and did my thing. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be funny here after 9 months. I think that's how it works. But I've just been developing everything ever since, you know, the last time I was on your show. I was just promoting my first production up here called Tapped Out Comedy, which we will be having our third show next Thursday. So thank you again for promoting it. Had a couple people reach out and go, hey, you know, I heard you on Canzano, came up here, was in the area, got some tickets, and it's just been awesome, man. There's a great community here. There's a great community in Portland. And from what I understand, there's a great community down in Eugene that we hope comes out and performs for all the audience members that we'll have.
I love that. Nick Cody with us, former Oregon offensive lineman, Chip Kelly era. Spring game is Saturday. Do you have spring game memories of your time playing Chip Kelly? How did he approach a spring game?
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, my favorite memory was my first spring game because there was a big play by LeGarrette Blount, and I'm running down the field trying to get a block, and I remember his shoe came off, and then there was this awesome shot in the paper of him, like, leaping over somebody with one shoe, and then there's me in the background just kind of rolling downfield trying to catch up. But still remember that moment. Lots of fun, big plays. I think it was really good to showcase everybody's talent and then have a couple, you know, like, trick plays each team had, and that always made it really fun, and you got a lot of opportunities to see young guys play that didn't really get to mix it up in the fall as much as you might like to see. So giving those guys an opportunity in a packed Autzen Stadium is awesome, and sometimes, you know, guys that you never expected show up in those games, and then they're a big part of the team that fall.
Yeah, it's help us with this, because you've been there. You know, you went from a player who was recruited and just on the team to a guy who was playing and contributing and starting games. When you enter a spring game, like when we watch these kids on Saturday play, it's going to be the first time we've seen some of them on the big stage. Do you get jitters? Are you nervous? Is it less than a real game in that sense because, you know, you're playing against guys that you see in practice all the time? Like, give us the mentality there.
I think it's different for everybody, but one thing that I really had to learn is because, you know, as an offensive lineman, I like being excited. I like being aggressive. But sometimes you try and play outside of yourself a little too much when you get that first taste of a packed Autzen Stadium. So things that you used to do in practice regularly, well and consistently, sometimes you get that jitters and that extra energy and you try too hard and maybe you're a step too quick or in the wrong place. So a lot of it for me and my development was physically getting stronger over the years, and then ultimately just playing within myself, knowing my own abilities, what I was good at, and when I was trying to overextend myself and putting myself and teammates in bad positions. So learning those things over time, but especially with as pumped as that Austin crowd is, man, it's hard not to get excited and just want to go level somebody.
Now, our friends at Fox Sports Eugene have a question for you. Steve at Fox Sports Eugene says, ask Nick what he'd like to say to the listeners in Eugene besides come see my show. What else do you have to say to the listeners in Eugene?
Well, let's say Thursday night, keep an eye out. If you guys are in the open mic scene, I'm going to be hitting a couple places to work on some early material. And more importantly, I think it's just great to say, go Ducks. I get so much support from the Oregon fan base, even though, I was a guy that, offensive tackle. If you're ever hearing about me, it's probably because I messed up. I got a penalty. I got a holding call. But people still remember me, my positive attitude, and it's really helped transition, not just with comedy, but just about everything I do in life. I feel like I always have the support of so many good friends and fans that I met in my time at Eugene.
I love it, man. I appreciate what you're doing. For people who want to come out Friday night, spring game, comedy kickoff, Ranchito Grill in Springfield, 6:30. If you'd like to get on the list for the open mic, 7:30 the event starts. Spring games on Saturday at 1 o'clock, Autzen Stadium, and then Nick, Cody, and the crew will be back at the Ranchito Grill on Saturday night. Did I get that all right?
Yes, sir. Nailed it.
All right. Nick, Cody, thank you, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, John, and go Ducks.
Break a leg. There he is.